All right, Coach.
Well, I'll say this about Campbellsville, first off, Mark and Brett Vernon, those guys are coaches I've known since it's about knee high, years. And I played at Campbellsville, and, after my years at Campbellsville, became a grad assistant at Cumberland College with their father when those little guys were, like I say, about knee high. So I've known them most of my life, and it's glad to see, those guys become coaches and head coaches and doing such a really good job. They've done a really good job with that team. They got some good little players. And again, it was just one of those games that they were overmatched with just talent tonight, and that's what it comes down to. And it's very obvious the first half. We didn't take them as serious as you need to take them. We allowed way too much dribble penetration, and they scored way too many points the first half. But give them credit. They had some guys jump up and make some shots and do some things. I thought the second half was more the way we need to play and should have played the first half. And I thought we had a different level of energy about us the second half. I think they had 11 points the first 13 and a half minutes the second half. Is that right? Seemed like it's like the 6.5 minute mark they had scored 11 points. So we challenged them a little bit at halftime, and so there's some good and there's some bad. I thought we shared the basketball again. 21 assists, and I think it was 10 turnovers, 11. 21 assists, that was a huge stat. And got a lot of people involved, got a lot of people on the bench involved. Played Matt Horton tonight for the first time. I thought he added to his 12 minutes. I think he had 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks, something like that. So he added 2 off the bench. So that was a plus too. Jeremiah, saw Jeremiah be just a little more comfortable tonight than he was earlier, and came in and right off the bat was able to do what he was able to do, jump up and make a shot. All those starting guys who played minutes, and Josh and Rawls off the bench, in particular second half, I thought their energy was really good second half. Thought we shared that ball. And again, Carson does what he does. Every shot goes up, he thinks it's his. As he keeps playing, I think he'll get more comfortable knowing when he's got the 3-point shot. He's not used to doing it. So he doesn't see it until after the fact. That only will come when that game slows down a little bit for him. But again, we came out the second half and did what we were supposed to have done. So that one's kind of over. Now we go and play against a really, really good Bowling Green team, a team that's picked to win their league. I know they've been to LSU already and got beat 6-8 at LSU, a veteran team, and a really good team. But anytime you have an opportunity to play for a championship, this time of year, that's a great opportunity, and it's what we have. We've been involved in some really good tournaments the last couple of years. Got to that championship game last year in Myrtle Beach. Great experience for us, so we're going to see if we can do the same thing down in Virgin Islands. But before we can get that second one, we got to find a way to play a really, really good Bowling Green team. Questions?
How good has it been to see this passing and shooting improvement that you talked about come to fruition these past couple of games where these assists and field goals are adding up?
Well, I think that was, as we've talked about, one of the biggest emphasis we had to have in the all season. And we ground out so many games last year. And there were so many of those games that we didn't finish one basket. And y'all know what it was. Y'all witnessed it too, right down to the championship game. It's just a grind. And when you have to grind in today's basketball, and margin for error is so thin, it's tough. The game has changed so much that you got to be able to score points. And just to jump up and make some baskets, having guys that can move that ball and share it, get it to that shooter at the right time helps too. It probably helps everybody. Having that lane open a little bit more for Charles calls the guys the ability to shoot and pass it, and it's been good. as I said, that first game, I've never had a concern about us shooting basketball. I see enough of it in practice. There's going to be some games we shoot better than other nights, but I think we have enough different people who can make shots on given nights that you can't just zero in and key on one player for us. And we got multiple guys that can be double-figure scores for us, for sure.
What's been the factors that Matt Horton has had in not playing lately, and what tonight was the difference in letting him?
It's all coaches' decisions made based on players' decisions. It's real simple. Real simple. So you make the right decisions. Like I've said many times, coaches don't decide playing time. Players do. They have opportunity to decide it, every day from 2:30 to 4:30 or 5. And they make decisions, other things, besides what happens between the lines. So hopefully, what Matt did tonight, that don't surprise me. I mean, we think he's got the ability to help us in that role, especially in the role he's in. Guy can come in and defend some and block some shots. I think he can rebound in a crowd. He can run the floor. And those can be very valuable minutes. Hopefully, he'll be a better person and a better player from the experiences that he's hopefully learned from.
Assuming Jared's ankle was completely fine, playing
Well,
as he did, or what?
he was fine and started to have the same issue a little bit in this game. It just didn't totally lock up on him. Somehow, at one point was trying to get him out of the game. Couldn't get him out, so he had to go down again. Time he got back, he said he was okay. It's a very unusual situation. So,
Rick, after Carson had to sit out last year, have you kind of seen that maybe finally get rid of any rust in that back and really start to get comfortable with his game?
well, I don't know if it's Russ getting rid of. It's just him playing in a different position and playing differently than he's ever played. He's been a paint player all his life. That's what he's been. He's a pretty good paint player. But again, you're 6'5", 6'6", you got to expand that game. You got to do other things. And I think as he continues to get experience, he'll get more comfortable doing some things. Even tonight, one of those three-pointers that he was open on and made, it was really an afterthought. And there wasn't nobody around him 15 feet. As he continues to play and gets more comfortable, he'll see that happen a little bit before it happens. We have confidence in him shooting that basketball. That's all we've done. He's worked hard from December on that perimeter game. And you can see when he shoots it, looks pretty good doing it. Now, again, we want to continue to have you do what you do best. And he's pretty good 15 in, that toughness. But again, he has enough ability. You got to guard him and respect him out there behind that three-point line. As the game slows down in his mind through experience, he'll get better at that.
What do you see from Isaiah Kozar tonight? It seemed like even in limited minutes, he was really in there banging around on defense and the offense.
Isaiah he's a young freshman. It's just some growing experience with him. But he's gotten better for us. And that's what you want to see. A young man comes off the bench late in that game and comes in and plays hard. He was active, got his hands on some balls, and did some things. He'll keep getting better. It's hard for a young guy. It's a whole another level adjustment for him right now. But he's made a lot of improvement.
Rick, what are you hoping to see from your team playing in this tournament this weekend?
Well, this will be a different kind of game on a neutral court against a different kind of team. These kind of games you don't worry about. I have zero worries about being ready to play and how hard you're going to play. I have zero concerns about that. I think the biggest concerns, we got to continue, point guard wise, to be as efficient as we can be right there. That's probably the biggest challenges. But we got multiple weapons. Our ability to go on the road and defend and rebound is always important. Again, Bowling Green's a really, really good team. You guys going with us? Nobody going with us? All right. Any more questions?
Anything else?
Yeah, let's get one more.
How much does this being 4-0 and just having to, gotten done what you wanted to get done and play as well as you have helped in that confidence with these players going into just the start of the year that you had going into this?
Well, I think it's very obvious. We all probably, about 3 weeks ago, had to make an adjustment. And we'd probably been playing Kenny at that point a bunch. It was very obvious when we weren't going to get that waiver in time. We've had to adjust Tavion over there, and Rawls becomes your next guy. So that's been a learning experience for everybody, and I think they've all gotten better at it. I think the more Tay's done it, he gets better. He's wired to score. We all know that. Rawls, only time's going to cure what he doesn't have. He's got the things you can't teach, and those two things are, what are they? Feel and jump up and make a shot. Can't teach that. Things he's got to get better at, only time will cure. The toughness, the urgency, the physicalness you got to play with. But as I've said from day one, he's got a tremendous upside. And he plays either guard spot. That's the thing, because he can score at basketball, and that's what I like about him. He can shoot it, and he's wired to score too, but he can pass the ball.
Everybody good?
All right, guys.
All right.